We all love a good premium knife, and I have had the good fortune to be able to showcase quite a few on this channel. But what about when you want something that looks premium but won't break the bank? That's where the Tacray Tarcus comes in. This wicked Wharnie slicer comes in just under 40 bucks. You're going to want to know more about this one. Stick around. What's up, Cripple Crew? EDC with DBD, disabled but deadly. And yes, we are going to talk about the Tacray Tarcus today. But first, I gotta say, we hit 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. And I want to say thank you for all of your support. Huge shout out to the Cripple Crew. Y'all have had my back since day one. And this channel has grown way faster than I could have imagined. There will be some awesome giveaways coming up that you're going to want to stay tuned for, including a FerraMonster Glideman. Yes, we are going to be giving away a Glideman in full titanium and M390. I'm excited for that, and there's a lot more. So make sure you stab that like button, like you mean it, /subscribe. I'd love to have you here. You're not going to want to miss out the dope knife and EDC content coming your way. Make sure you bash that bell so you get notifications. You're not going to want to miss the giveaway videos for the different items, as well as the announcement for the date and time for the giveaway live stream. If you like what I do here, it only costs a couple of bucks a month to join Cripple Crew Inc. You get access to members-only videos, members-only giveaways, like during the 1,500 subscriber giveaway, we will be giving away the budget Leatherman Arc Killer, Rocktol's Top Tool, the Gen R with the VG10 blade, and the S35VN blade to upgrade it. Stay tuned for the upgrade video on this one this week. So, members only giveaways, and members also are starting to get early access to some of the reviews. So, like I said, a couple of bucks a month really helps out the channel and what I do here, but that's completely up to you. One last thing, drop a comment below. Let me know what's in your pockets. All right, so right off, we'll start with the specs. The Tacray Tarcus comes in at 8 inches overall length with a 3.5 inch D2 modified Wharncliffe, almost straight cutting edge. So that's why we're calling it a modified Wharncliffe, because we do have a slight curve here. Blade of D2 steel with a black PVD finish and a full flat grind. This knife, 8 inch full size EDC, comes in at under 2.7 ounces. Way under that ounce to inch ratio. And we are going to talk about how they do that. So, you can see this hardware here. And matter of fact, let's do a quick hardware check using our Comm Precision Orbital Driver. And we have a T8 pivot. And we will use our other Comm driver. T6s on all the other hardware, including the pocket clips. So that is one negative, I'll say. I would prefer those to be T8s, but is what it is. So T6s and T8, pretty standard. And the reason you see this hardware right here in the middle is because we only have a steel frame around the locking mechanism. Back here is solid G10. Let's bust out a light. It is solid G10 in there. No milling for weight reduction, because it doesn't need it. It's already light. And because it's solid G10, it does not flex back here. It is very strong. We have G10 handles with a carbon fiber laminate. You know, the carbon fiber on top makes it look good. It is real carbon fiber, but it's just a thin layer applied to the top of the G10. It makes it look good. I could take it or leave it. Black G10 would have been fine too. But it looks very, you know, it looks really good with my carbon fiber pen from Bastion. It's a nice office carry right there. The blade is operated using that very generous blade hole, and our locking mechanism is a crossbar lock. You can open it with that lock. You can thumb roll, thumb flick, reverse flick. I mean, this is an easy 5-finger flick knife. Yep, there we go. 5-finger flick challenge right off the bat. Very good action on that crossbar. And the crossbar on this, the springs are not adjustable. So the way a crossbar works, if you're not familiar, is there's an omega spring on either side, putting tension on this bar that goes across right here. And it's a little hard to see when it's all black, but there's a bar right there that drops onto the tang of the blade. And when we pull the crossbar back, it comes off the tang of the blade right there. You can see the cutout where it falls into place, and that allows the blade to close. A crossbar lock is very strong because it provides multiple points of contact, and it can handle a lot of weight, a lot of pressure before it'll break. It's one of the strongest locking mechanisms on the market. Benchmade had the patent for 25 years, but now that the patent expired, everybody's doing a lock bar. Not all of them feel great. The omega springs on this, it is not adjustable, but they feel real good. Nice tension on them. They're nice and, I would say, semi-stiff for omega springs, which is what I prefer because it gives you a better detent feel, and when you pull the crossbar back, the blade just goes away. Very smooth action running on bearings. We also have added stability provided by the internal stop pin. And the way they do this is pretty cool here. I've only seen this on a couple of knives. So it is an internal stop pin, but the track is partially open. As the blade opens and it goes across here, you can see the stop pin as it slides into, and then it goes into the G10 and meets the cutout where it stops and provides a lot of extra stability side to side and up and down. I have no blade play on this. This blade is, I don't have calipers, but this is under 100 thousandths blade stock thickness. And with that full flat grind, we come down to a wicked slicey edge. I mean, I can put no pressure behind this, and it just wants to slide through materials. With that wicked thin blade stock, this is more of a light to medium duty EDC. This would be a cardboard shredder. And that modified Wharncliffe blade is going to allow you to stay in cuts longer to really get through that cardboard. This would be a great package opener. A Wharncliffe brings the tip very low and allows for great draw cuts, utility style cuts, using that tip for precision, opening packages. With the looks of this, this would make, even though you've got, a wicked Wharnie, almost, tactical looking blade, very pokey, it would definitely, that blade would definitely pierce in a beef jerky situation, beef jerky defense situation. But it still looks classy enough to be a nice office carry. You know, you could carry this at work, use this at your desk. The being under 2.7 ounces, this isn't going to weigh you down if you're wearing slacks or a suit. You know, nice gentleman's carry, date night carry. Or if you just like all black tactical, it fits that as well. We do have a deep carry and tip up as the gods intended, but not reversible pocket clip. And that is going to be one of my few negatives about this knife. A crossbar lock with an ambidextrous opening hole should be a fully ambidextrous knife. Now, I'm not a lefty, so it doesn't really affect me, but this knife is very easy to operate left-handed, and that should have been taken into consideration and given lefties a spot for the clip. However, the clip is inset and the screws are flat, and with this carbon fiber surface, this goes in and out of the pocket very easily, very well. They could put some nice tension on that pocket clip, but it still slides in and out of the pocket really well. I've had this for a couple of weeks now, and I will be carrying it more to give it, a true breakdown, because this is my first knife from Tacray. Tacray has some other knives out, like they have a big folding chef knife, or kitchen knife that a lot of folks like. Tacray also makes a lot of titanium products like pins, whistles, carabiners, stuff like that. And this is, I believe, their first crossbar lock knife. And I do think that they've executed it well, especially for what they were going for, with a very lightweight and slicey but strong knife. The ergos on this handle, pretty neutral, and being over a 4-inch handle, it allows for my extra large size gloved hands. I wear an XL glove is what I should say, sized hands, to have plenty of room. I can choke back on this if I need some reach. I can also choke right up on front, right up on that pivot and behind that blade, and get some real control into cuts. It's real nice. I like a good choke up for when, especially when, if you have nerve damage or arthritis, when your hands are acting up, being able to control a knife, especially a larger knife, is very good. This blade works very good in a pinch grip. I mean, you've got a spot for your finger right there. Pinch grip's comfortable, utility cuts all day long. With that neutral handle, it's very easy to turn around to cut straps, and this mostly straight edge will lend itself to that without slipping out. If this was what you were carrying and you were in a beef jerky defense scenario, in a beef jerky Avenger grip, I'm very comfortable. I'm capped off on the butt of that blade, and I have a lot of room between me and the blade. And I'm locked in enough that I do not feel like I will slide on any beef jerky juice. Beef jerky Defender, also very comfortable. You cap off, and then that pocket clip really seats in, and I feel like I'm not going to slide on any beef jerky juice. If this is what you needed for that situation, a crossbar lock is one of the best locks, because of course you'd prefer to have a fixed blade on you in a life or death situation, but if you use what you have, and a crossbar lock is one of the best options, and a Wharncliffe is one of the best blades for a tactical situation, because that pokey tip allows for very, very nice piercing, especially with how thin that gets down there. And that mostly straight edge is going to allow for you to stay in a slice with full power all the way to the tip of that blade. All in all, for less than $40, this seems like a really good knife. I have reviewed another knife before that was G10 with just that around the crossbar, you know, similar knife, similar price point. And that one, the crossbar failed on me relatively quickly. One of the Omega springs broke relatively quickly. This one, I have been cycling a lot. That was a completely different company. That wasn't Tacray. This knife coming from Tacray, I have cycled these Omega springs quite a bit. They're still very stiff and feel great. I mean, you can see that blade just whips out. Whoop, that was my fault that my finger was on the crossbar. But that blade just wants to whip out. Whoop. I will, of course, put this through some more paces and let you know how it holds up. But right now, for like $37, this is a highly recommendable budget slicer that looks good enough to suit so many different carries. Like I said, this could be your EDC, and it would take up very little room in your pocket for an 8-inch knife. Nice slender package. You could throw this in your shorts and it's not going to weigh you down when you go to the gym, or you could use this in the office. Let me know what you guys think of the Tacray Tarcus. I'm for $37, this is pretty hard to beat. I will link this below. They don't sell directly on their website. They sell on Amazon and AliExpress probably, I believe, but I don't mess with that. I will link Amazon below. That will be an affiliate link, which helps the channel, but of course it's up to you whether or not you use those. Again, one more time, I'd like your thoughts on the Tarcus. I also want to thank you all for your support in getting us to 1,500 subscribers, and stay tuned for more on that big giveaway event. I hope you have a killer day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Until next time. Oh, one more. Don't forget, we go live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, just like every Tuesday. Tomorrow will be a fun celebration for hitting 1,500. It's not the giveaway, but I still hope to see you there. Until then, stay safe, stay frosty, most importantly, stay deadly.